foundational basic movement, turning it into its more advanced counterparts, more advanced progressions. Getting really good at this basic movement leads to so many other movements that are more advanced, more dynamic, more fun to do. So just even breaking down the basic ground Kong, we've kind of talked about the maintaining of momentum. So basic ground Kong is going to be 2 hands, 2 feet. 2 hands, 2 feet. I move both my hands, then I move both my feet. Hands, feet, hands, feet, hands, feet, hands, feet. As you start to develop that a little bit more or understand that a little bit more, one of the things we talk about is not having a saggy butt. If my butt rocks back and forth, there's a lot of this starting and stopping and starting and stopping, which is not maintaining your momentum. It's not efficient. So if I have a low butt or a saggy butt and I'm going hand, saggy butt, this is very inefficient. That concept within parkour of maintaining momentum even just starts with this basic ground Kong. Ground Kong is it's a controlled face plant. Kind of like a run is a controlled fall. With my ground Kong, I'm starting to face plant, I'm starting to fall, and then I put my hands out to catch myself from falling, and then I can just continue to fall from there, and I go hands, feet, hands, feet. Having that high butt allows me to maintain or control that fall. If I have that saggy butt, even when I go to do a Kong up, if my butt stays low, I'm not gonna get high enough to get on top of the box. The higher my butt is, the easier it's going to be to take that ground Kong to that Kong up. Understanding the mechanics, understanding the concept, understanding the reason behind that basic movement allows it to transition into the more advanced progressions of that same movement. With that ground Kong, hands, feet, high butt, controlling, maintaining my momentum, thinking about it as I'm falling, putting my hands out, replacing with my feet, falling to my hands, replacing with my feet, falling to my hands, replacing with my feet. Trying to have my feet somewhat close together. Again, if I'm Konging up to a rail and my feet are together, it's gonna make it safer. Pulling back into that basic foundational movement, getting the appropriate, correct technique there, so that as you build into those progressions, you maintain that good technique, keeping you safer, making you more efficient. One of the things I say when I'm coaching is that no matter what kind of a Kong it is, if you hear the word Kong, you think hands then feet. So whether it's a ground Kong, Kong up, side Kong, Kong vault, down Kong, always think hands and then feet. So if I moved my hands, I move my feet next. If I move my feet, I move my hands next. So no matter what kind of Kong you're doing or how much harder or complex that Kong becomes, thinking of that rhythm of hands, feet, hands, feet. Kong up on the box, I go hands, feet. Kong up on the rail, it's hands, feet. The higher my butt is, the easier it is to get on top of something. The higher my butt is, the easier it is to maintain that momentum. The more I dive out, the higher my butt gets, the easier it is to get on top. Higher my butt is, the higher my feet are. Down Kong, diving out. Taking that basic ground Kong, hands, feet, utilizing it to get up and down off of a platform. The more comfortable I get on the ground in its most foundational, basic, safest form, the safer those more advanced movements become. The benefit of building that foundation with that basic movement, that safe version of it, not only builds the appropriate technique, but starts to build the appropriate strength and body awareness that then transfers to utilizing it in a more advanced, dynamic, but possibly more dangerous way. The better you get with it down here, the less dangerous, the more safe it becomes. But also, it's important to understand, or for us as coaches, practitioners, to communicate that this basic movement that doesn't seem like much, maybe isn't so much fun, this is what turns into those movements that you more so associate with parkour. I mean, that was just all Kongs, right? The more comfortable I am doing that on the ground, the more I've done it to build that strength of being able to put my weight into my arms, but then also understanding that it's maintaining momentum. I'm not jumping and hanging out of my arms. I'm jumping, and as my hips are rising, which is my center of gravity, I don't weigh as much. So I'm actually not putting all of my weight into my arms. I am putting weight into my arms, but then quickly transferring it back to my feet with understanding the mechanics of it through doing it so much on the ground. You don't start here, you start here. And the more you focus here, the quicker, the easier, the safer these will be. Really highlighting the importance of that basic ground Kong. And the nice thing about that ground Kong is you can pretty much do it anywhere. Because for the most part, wherever you are, you have your body and the ground. And that's all you need for a ground Kong. And it really is one of the most foundational movements of parkour.